Wagwan fam, I'm King Ross, you're my loyal subjects. It's that bastard time of the week once again where I take a look at all of the WTF moments from WWE SmackDown Live. And I know how much you all love these catchphrases, so we're going to start off one of these catchphrases that I have done to death and will continue to do to death because you love it. New era, same old shit. Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin. How many more pissing times are we going to have to sit through this meaningless match that none of us care about? Probably a million. But WTF with the W, meaning why this time would a near fall make you do that to your face? I don't know. What a weird little child. For the love of all that's mighty, do not show a bored child in the climax to a wrestling match. It completely ruins the moment. You're supposed to show the fans look and excitement. Showing excitement? Aye, showing excitement to enhance the whole experience. But no, you decide to show a child who looks like they would rather be watching a Jack the Jobber video. And believe me, no child or adult or anything in between wants to do that because he is crap. Kevin, yeah. It shot a clock for the first time on the SmackDown Live WTF moment video in 2017. Get the in there! John claims that a big guy knocking down a little guy is physics. No, it's not. Stay in school, kids. Don't listen to that pillock. Learn from your teachers because they know what physics is, even though he clearly doesn't. Mountain, up the top. Go up there, John, because that is where you belong. Or in Bermuda, playing rugby with kids, because that's what you're good at. Yeah. Even if you are much improved at commentary these days, which is a little bit annoying for me. Can Dolph Ziggler turn heel by attacking Kalisto? I don't think so. As we all know, Kalisto is the drizzling SHITEs. You know what that spells. Nobody gives a flying FUCK about Kalisto. Yes, it is gone 4 o'clock here, and my editor Dick Tubbs wants to go home, so I can't swear. I mean, bleep, 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 but just Aye, none of us care about Kalisto, so when Dolph attacked that charisma-less vacuum of botches and flippy SHITE, none of us cared. We were all thankful for Dolph doing something to that useless waste of oxygen. We liked what Dolph did when we should have been angered. Weird choice by WWE. Weird choice to have the not the weird choice to turn Dolph heel because finally he's going to be doing something that we all want to see. But weird choice as to who he was attacking because none of us cared. Next we move on to James Ellsworth, who struggles to speak to women even though any wrestling fan worth his salt knows that he is married with 1 or 2 children. He said it on Talk is Jericho a long time ago. I can't remember how many kids he's got. Nevertheless, he has kids. He has fornicated with a human lady. This makes the decision to have him talk broken English to Carmella because he was nervous. Let me check my notes to see what he said. Where is he? I'd like to kind you for the thank words last week. Match good luck tonight. He's not in a foreign country with no grasp of the language. He's not going up to locals and using broken English because he doesn't know how to speak the local tongue. He's not. He's just speaking to a very pretty lady. I'm sure he's married to a very pretty lady as well. I'm sure he doesn't speak broken English to that pretty lady he's married to. So why does he need to speak broken English to the pretty lady on the television show? It makes absolutely no flipping sense. He's not a dirty virgin like you, but he's still shit. A wrestler calling another wrestler a mark live on a wrestling show. WTF is going on. Dolph Ziggler, who was a little bit pissed off, took on Apollo Crews and said, mind your business, Mark, because he's Irish now. But once again, considering that nobody gives a flying FUCK about Apollo Crews, can this be considered a legitimate heel turn by Dolph Ziggler? In the words of a sassy African-American lady off some British TV show that I can't remember the name of right now, I don't think so. It does exist, honestly. To follow on from the weird choice of Kalisto, this was yet another weird choice from WWE to be the subject of Ziggler's heelness. Surely they should have picked someone we were all invested in, someone we all have a time of day for, someone like Heath Slater, someone we care about, but no, they chose two charismaless vacuums that we wouldn't care if they left because, you know, there's nothing to them. They just flip around. Ooh, that's impressive. Am I 5? No, I'm not. Flips don't impress me. I want characters to get invested in, storylines. But in this segment, we saw Apollo Crews not smile once. He didn't smile during the duration of a backstage segment he was in on a WWE show. Well, this means one thing, Mother Fuckers. You must grab two of each animal, head for the bastard border because he always smells, but he wasn't there to me. The end is nigh, the end is nigh. Run away, the end is nigh. Never have two signs in the same shot be more contrasting. Matchka 316, as Michael Cole would say, that is my wheelhouse. I love that shit. Ruru's my bae, my spirit animal. And that sign there compared it to Stone Cold Steve Austin. I love it, as Adam Parmesan would say. But I'm more phenomenal than AJ Styles. WTF with the W, meaning who in this instance? Who taught that Mark English? Presumably someone who can't speak English, because that is all bloody wrong. Then when it's used in a sentence, it's used to express a sense of what's coming next. It's to do with time. We're going to go to the shops. Then we're going to go to the cinema because we're dirty cinema marks. Than is used for comparisons. I'm a better presenter than Jack the Jobber. Jack the Jobber is a worse presenter than me. Learn English. Grammar slam. CM Punk, I am better than you at grammar slamming. Yeah, I can knock you out as well, you little That sign there that reads, Izzy is a plant. Is she Fuck? She is nothing more than a horrible little brat that tries to steal all the attention at the climax of a huge Bayley match. Bayley wins or loses a match. The first shot after that bell is of Izzy either marking the Fuck out or crying like a little baby child. By Jove, I hate that little girl. I hate her with a passion. I hate her. She's not a plant, she's a real fan. Although I don't think she's a plant. She might be employed by WWE for all I know. And look at her Twitter. She was bloody planking. What sort of a kid planks? A really weird markish one. Next, we move on to AJ Styles, who claimed that John Cena is basically Daniel Bryan's brother-in-law. Once again, is he Fuck? For that to be the case, John would have to marry Nikki Bella, and then they'd become one of the same family. Isn't that lovely? But as we all know from Total Divas and the like, that's never gonna happen. John never wants to marry Nikki. He's made this perfectly clear time and time again. If she hasn't got the message by now, God help her. She's gonna be depressed for the rest of her bloody life. That's not something to laugh at, is it really? She wants a marriage, that's all she wants. This is quite emotional. Basically, there's more chance of Jack the Jobber rising up to be the #1 guy here at WhatCulture.com, surpassing Blompier, surpassing me, than John Cena marrying Nikki Bella. That means there's zero chance in hell of that happening to Jack. Sticking with Styles, and he claimed that SmackDown beat Raw in the ratings last week because of him, and that SmackDown going forward does not need John Cena. This is despite the fact the entire build to last week's WWE SmackDown Live centered around the big return of John Cena for weeks. The only selling point of this show, apart from the Tag Team Championship match, but you know, was Cena's return. He's been missing for bare time. This is the first show back for him. That was the selling point. That is why many marks tuned in. Styles is just lying, isn't he? Just being a delusional heel. Now, King Ross, I bet you're asking now, you dirty little mark. How is AJ Styles being a delusional heel a WTF moment? Well, let me tell you, you dirty, disgusting, bottom-feeding trash bag mark. AJ Styles, for me, and for Adam Parmesan for that fact, has been the face of this rivalry. He has battled, he has won the championship of his own merit. He deserves everything he's got at the minute. But John Cena, he goes away, he does loads of crap in Hollywood, loads of crap that none of us give two flying SHITEs about, and he comes back and straight away he's inserted into a championship match. He's the entitled superstar. coming back to be a part-time guy in WWE, proving himself to be a massive hip-hop hypocrite. He's backtracked everything he said about The Rock, but he comes back and he gets a championship match straight away. The entitled son of a gun. I hate him. What a bastard. So yes, Styles is the face because he's stuck around, he's battled, he's won all of his matches, well, just about all of them, fair and square, proving he's the best. But John Cena comes back and he's like, I'm John Cena. I deserve a championship match. Give it to me now. So that's why it's a WTF moment, I think. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm pissed as a fart. I'm high off me tits on toot. Richard, the toot, please. Toot. John Cena said bitch. John Cena said bitch. John Cena said bitch. The end is nigh. The end is nigh. F***ing run away. The end is nigh. Carmella and James Ellsworth are Chinella. Carmella and James Ellsworth will be known as Chinella. Somebody wrote this line for David Otunga. David Otunga needs all the help in the world he can get. He needs some fire lines written for him. Fire lines that prove he is not a vacuum of nothingness, to prove he's not dead behind the eyes and completely worthless to that commentary team. But no, somebody's fed him. Chinella! Me sideways and call me Betty. Of course, this makes me want to do one thing. I push my fingers into my ears. Carmella and James Ellsworth will be known as Carmelsworth. Carmella and James Ellsworth, Carmella and James Ellsworth, Carmelsworth. It's f***ing shit, man. It's f***ing shit. Mauro Ranallo calls Dean Ambrose Dolph Ziggler and not only gets corrected by JBL, but he also gets corrected by Dave Otunga. Now, I suppose you would be thinking to yourself, King Ross, this means one thing. You need to grab 2 of each animal, head for the bastard border. But no, it far surpasses that. I don't know what to do. It's that bad. Mauro getting corrected by Dave and John in one fell swoop. I don't know what to do with myself. That would be like Andrew Socek and Jack the Jobber correcting me. I'm the top guy. They're the bottom guys. They'd be correcting me. It's John O'Clock again, motherfuckers. He's back at the double. What the? JBL called Ric Flair the great one. The great one, as we all know, is The Rock. This, as we all know, is gimmick infringement. And I am one relieved man because up to this point, we've only had one John O'Clock moment, and I don't like that. There needs to be several. There needs to be several, so the merch keeps flying off the shelves. The merch that keeps flying off the... Keep buying the merch. Shop.whatculture.com. £16 for a John O'Clock shirt. You love it. Yay! It's John O'Clock, motherfucker! This time we have John with a European sports reference. That is completely and utterly incorrect. Yes, I know you're saying, well, King Rossi does that all the time. How can it be a WTF moment? But as I've just explained, you need to buy the merch, so I need to make these moments a thing. John claimed there was a thing that is called Sir Alex Ferguson time. I think he just called it Sir Alex time. Either way, it's completely flipping wrong. And this isn't just an Americanism like calling an away game a road game or calling a penalty a PK. This is just flat out wrong. It's Fergie time, John. When the match has gone past stoppage time and had that little bit more on just so Man United can score a goal, that's called Fergie time because only Fergie got that because he's an old Scottish prick that nobody likes. Apart from every referee, especially Howard Webb, you baldy bastard Webb. John just didn't Americanise this, he just got the name completely wrong, the disrespectful bastard. Nobody might like Alex Ferguson, but he's definitely one of the GOATs in the history of football, or the Soccers as you idiots in America call it. Oh! Dean Ambrose wins the Intercontinental Championship from The Miz. Well, that's a shock that nobody saw coming. Kudos to WWE SmackDown Live for a bit of unpredictability. If that match had main evented Raw, it would have ended in a DQ because that's what Raw does. Very rarely does Raw end a match like that. With a proper finish, they always end in a screwy DQ that is just the same old bollocks every week. Ah! Well done, Smack Diddly Down. It's John O'Clock again, motherfucker! the climax of that match, JBL repeatedly said that Dean Ambrose should have been disqualified, even though Maurice, who was clearly on the Miz's team, because they're married to each other, she slapped Dean, which should have seen the Miz disqualified, and in turn keep his Intercontinental Championship. But no, John said that Dean should have been DQ'd. That's just wrong. That is just wrong. It's the opposite to what should have happened. I'm knackered, me. Right now. Space is tight in here. It's tighter than a nun's proverbial. You know what that means, gentlemen. You read the Lad Bible and stuff like that. It's a very sexist comment, but I've not actually said it, so don't get triggered, everybody. But this right here, what I'm about to do, is gimmick infringement. No, this is not Drew Galloway's WCPW title. This is a replica. A replica we keep in the office to remind ourselves how special we are. Here we go. Right, me. Oh dear. There we go. He's it up in the air like this. That's gimmick infringement. Seth Rollins did that, but Dean Ambrose was on SmackDown Live yesterday. What a keep copycat bastard. That's it. WTF Moments over. Goodbye.
WCPW presents Kirby Mania, Liverpool, January the 5th. Featuring Cody Rhodes versus Zack Sabre Jr. for the WCPW Internet title, Marty Scurll versus Gabriel Kidd, and Lana Austin versus Eva Lise. Also featuring all your favorite WCPW stars, including Bully Ray, the local hero Joe Hendry, Rampage, Moss and Slater, the WCPW champion Drew Galloway, and the man himself, Martin Kirby. Kirby Mania, live and for free on YouTube, 7:30, 2:30 Eastern, only on WhatCulture Wrestling.